Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do another Oracle read for today, Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Whew. You may follow me on the Insta, the book, the talk, the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, I'm happy for you. If some of it doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. Please, please, please do not take on energy that you don't need. Cosmic Timing Oracle, Amazon. Love the Empress and Company. The What I Didn't Say deck. Initials. Angel numbers. All right. Fancy Pants. We'll use Sensual Rebel for any type of sexual clarification if we need it. If I need it. Just for funsies. And then the Rare Rebel. I think I said in my earlier video this morning that I was called to do another read with this. I wasn't planning on it. But yeah. We're doing it. We're rocking it out today. I hope everybody had a fabulous day. Oh, wow. Look at them cards come out. Beautiful day here. Warm but breezy. Sunny most of the day. It's a little cloudy this morning. I got pictures of a really beautiful sunrise from my little deck. I love it. 2 cards on the table. I do love this deck because sometimes it's more about affirmations than like an actual like love read or career read or what's going on in your life read. Okay, 4 cards on the table, 5 cards on the table. And actually, I want to get another copy of this deck for my car. A lot of chakra here. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, 7 cards. Okay, something. There we go. 7 cards on the table. God is making me work for it today, but I think I'm getting what he's putting down. I think I'm getting that. That wasn't like a sexual reference. I mean, that's God, for God's sakes. All right, get your head out of the gutter. Though I do picture him very manly and sexy. I'm just saying. And I do picture them as a him. That's just me. You picture God however you want to picture them. You do you, baby. Ooh, a tarot card. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. 8 cards on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. See what pops out. 2 more shuffles. One more shuffle. Oh, another tarot card. I think I've told you guys before, the Rare Rebel deck, Oracle deck has, because I do have a tarot deck for Rare Rebel. I've used it before in the community tab. But the Oracle deck has a few tarot cards in it. And I think they're fitting. That's what I like about the deck, honestly. Okay, bottom of the deck, another chakra. Seriously. Ooh. Okay. Let me get some clarification on this intimacy. See if something falls out here. We're not going to go too heavy into shuffling, but we get one or two cards. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, this is not part of the read, okay, but I want to show you this card because I've been watching other readers, and there's nothing wrong with what they say. There's nothing at all wrong with what they're saying in their reads. Not at all. I want to state that. But anytime a reader says, oh, like a work romance, or this might be somebody you know from work, or you were in a romance with somebody that you worked with. Work romance. I'm just going to say this. Sometimes if you read the card and you read the feels, sometimes it's not that it's a work romance. It's that the romance was a lot of work. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Because I get that a lot of time. When I will watch somebody else's read and they'll be like, oh, and it was a work romance, or you met this person at work. And my instant thought is, or that person is just a lot of work. And it's not that the reader's doing anything wrong. They're reading it a different way. They're reading it the way it is in the card. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, the possibility is there. There's a lot of cards in this deck that we never get. Okay. All right. So I clarified that. Okay. So, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It does not matter. You're human. So there's a lot of cards in here. We've got root chakra, crown chakra, sacral chakra, okay? We've got stay grounded, manifest, and happiness. Stay grounded to me is pretty simple. God's telling you, you need to ground yourself more. Outside, getting some outside energy, breathing in some fresh air, even if it's hot, breathe it in. Take in your surroundings, listen to the birds, listen to the air. If you want to take off your shoes and put your feet to the earth, all the better. But if you don't, that's okay too. Get a plant, touch a tree, hug a tree, plant a tree. Get a little more in tune with earth, all right? Also with the stay grounded card, stay grounded. Don't deviate from what you know to be true about yourself. And don't let someone else convince you to deviate from who you are. That kind of came out of nowhere. I think whoever you are, you're manifesting for happiness. And I'm not saying that you're not happy now. You probably are. But you might be manifesting for things, okay, that would make you happy. This could include working on your root chakra, your crown chakra, your sacral chakra. If you're not manifesting for those things, God is asking you to work on those things. We all fall out of alignment. We all need to get back into alignment. It's okay. It is what it is. We're all human. And with the manifesting, you could be, like I said, manifesting for things to make you happy. That could be something as simple as like you're manifesting for a new pet, like a new dog or cat or bird or snake or whatever kind of pet you love to have. It could be you're manifesting for a new sofa. You need a new sofa. It could be that you're manifesting for the world. Those types of manifestations, love, peace, abundance for the collective, abundance for humanity. You could be manifesting with a larger purpose. I personally, it's not that I'm not manifesting for the world. I manifest for myself so that I can bring those things into the world, if that makes sense. In the other read, I was talking about how I had a moment today and I didn't come off the best, but like it was with good intention. I still wake up every morning with the intention to put out positive vibes, love, peace, to bring humans together for the good of the world, for the collective. We're all one. We all need to work together. People will get on here and comment and be like, well, you need to look out for yourself first. Yes, I do believe that. I do believe you need to take care of yourself first always. But when you are able to look out for others and you are able to add to what is going on out there with all of humanity, all of the world, that's what we need. You're always gonna you want to put energy into yourself first and foremost, but you're always going to have leftover energy to put out onto others. If you feel like you don't, or you say that you don't, I don't know that I believe that. You're always going to have some type of energy to put out into the world. Everybody does. Even the most curmudgeon-like human will do the most simple thing for humanity, like open a door for someone, pull out a chair for someone, pay for someone's coffee at Starbucks. Just the smallest gestures, you're putting something out there for humanity. So don't tell me that you don't, because we all do. We all should. Even the slightest little thing. I'm getting off my soapbox. So that's that part of the read. It's very more like affirmations, but definitely things that you're being called to work on, all right? And like I said, I think you're in a happy place. I just think that you could be happier. I mean, we could all be happier. Who couldn't be? And you should be manifesting for things that would make you happy, that would make the world happy. Because again, we all need to work together on that. So this other half of the read is kind of interesting. Slightly. Just a little bit. Just a tad. With this intimacy card. This could be you. I'm assuming it's not you. I'm assuming it's somebody you know or somebody you were with. A lover of some kind. I'm going to read it as if it's someone else. So you were in an intimate relationship with someone else. This person you would probably consider a runner. This person wants to come in with a confession of some sort. This plays into some of the other reads that I had today. This morning, I think, maybe yesterday. This person, this runner, they're going through a death and a rebirth. This runner is receiving judgment, which would be some kind of justice, either for you, someone else, or maybe a whole slew of people. Who knows? Take it as it resonates. This person is going to come in with this confession, and they're going to ask for some type of commitment. All of a sudden I feel really nervous. This person might ask, like, can we at least be friends? This person might be like, I've been watching you and I've fallen in love with you. When I look at this card, when I touch this card, I feel nervous. Like, I feel like, I want to say excitement, but it's not like a good excitement. It's like, I'm being called to say, there's a smaller lock and a big lock, and I was just called upon to say the little spoon and the big spoon, and the little spoon might not be who you think it is. Six of Pentacles. Every time I see this card, two ways. This can go one of two ways. This person is going to come in and you're going to feel like they're sincere, and you might agree to be friends with them. You might agree to more of a commitment, more of a relationship. Or this person is going to come in and maybe you're not feeling it. You're undecided, or maybe you get more of a negative vibe. You're not feeling that they're sincere, and you're going to say thank you, but no thank you. For some of you, this person, you might not have even been in like a sexual relationship. It might have just been more of like it was going in that direction. It just never made it there. Like, you guys might have been friends and it was going to develop into more, and then something happened. There was a lost connection there for some reason. It's with the runner card, they ran, but why did they run? Obviously, that's going to be what part of the confession is about. And again, for some of you, you're going to believe that this person had a death and a rebirth, and for some of you, you're not going to believe it. I would just call on you to use your intuition. Take your time with the situation. If this person comes in, this runner comes in, and they want like a friendship or a commitment, and they're like, well, I need an answer now. I don't really do well with time limits and threats. So I would be like, no, have a nice life. We're all good. But if this person comes in with empathy and compassion and understanding, hoping for the same from you, I would take the time to think about it. I would think about what this person has to say, if they really came off as sincere. You want to listen to your mind and your heart at the same time. And I know sometimes when we've been fucked over in love and relationships, it's kind of hard to get back to that pure and innocent spot to where we can really judge someone clearly. Again, that's why I would take the time. I would say, okay, but I need time to think about it. Call you in a couple weeks. And I would take the time to go within. I would pray. I would ask for guidance. I would ask God. I would ask my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides. I would ask for direction. I think deep down as people, as humans, we know, we have that gut feeling. Sometimes we know it to be true, and sometimes we don't want it to be true. I feel like you should always trust your gut. I feel like you should always go with your first instinct. In my 44 years on this planet, I cannot tell you how many times I denied my intuition. And it's funny because I tell you guys this all the time. In 2022, man, was I tested with the ex-best friend. And I think, when I look back on that whole situation, I think she really thought I was a fucking idiot, and I did not see. I saw a lot. I've never told you guys, and I've never really talked with the ex-husband about it because I don't feel like it's really something to bring up at this point, but before, during, and after my marriage, I know that I was lied to by my ex-husband about certain situations, things that took place before we even met, things that happened during our marriage, when we were dating, I would ask questions and he would give me an answer and I would know. I knew he was lying. And instead of probably kicking his ass to the curb as a relationship and keeping him as a friend, because I really do think we were meant to be just friends, I do. I didn't do that. I ignored my intuition. I married him, and I even told him after the fact, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just feel like we were never supposed to get married. And I still feel that way. I feel like he was supposed to be in my life. I feel like he was supposed to be part of my healing journey to help me heal and be a friend and be there for me. But I don't think we were ever really supposed to be together long term. And it sucks because when him and I were first together, I was in love with him. I really was in love with him. I loved him. And I still love him. I'm just not in love with him. Because now I can recognize, all of those signs that I just deliberately was like, okay, well, I'm just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Because what? Because I wanted to hold on to a man? What do I need to hold on to a man for? I can take care of myself. I've been taking care of myself since I was a kid. I've been taking care of myself and my brother since I was a kid. I don't need a man to take care of me. Use your intuition on this. That's what I got to say. Let's get some what I didn't say cards. Just see if this person has anything to say. That shake made me a little dehydrated. I drank that tea after, but I feel like I need to drink a gallon of water. Okay, we got 3 cards and the bottom of the deck. We got my work school hours are so hectic. I have no time to date. 1212. The letter Y. It feels like no one else is around when we are together. 411. The letter Y. What? I should have never said the things that I did to you. 555. Thank God. The letter I. If it was going to be another Y, I was going to be like, okay, this is freaky. I mean, that's freaky enough. And then, bottom of the deck, you haven't realized it, but you were kind to me in my lowest moment. 888. The letter R. The letter R. So, with this, my work school hours are so hectic, I have no time to date. This person might come in with like a friendship request to start off. I do feel like this person, even if they didn't really show it in the past, or for some reason you just didn't think they did, this person has a lot of respect for you, whoever they are. They have a lot of respect for your connection. Even if they didn't recognize it before, they recognize it now. When you two are together, when you hang out, like when you hung out in the past, you were all that they thought about. Oh, the kitty is out there. I wish I could throw her some food. Throw them some food. I'm afraid my neighbor will get mad. You guys might have ended on a sour note, possibly. Or maybe they just said something to you that was inappropriate, unkind. And whether or not you remember it, this person remembers it. I should have never said the things that I did to you. So they regret something that they said to you. And again, you might know what that is, or maybe you don't even realize that they said something and this person regrets it, whatever it was. You can take that how it resonates. Woo! Doggy! I don't know where that came from. Actually, the ex-husband and I are getting together next Wednesday. I think he's still getting like a bank card from my bank account, so I think we actually have to go in to get him taken off that. So he's gonna meet me, and I told him we could go out to lunch, but I really want to go out somewhere nice for lunch, which I'm sure he'll be fine with, but we're probably talking like $150 to a $200 lunch. I like to eat fancy when I go out. They're still building their pergola over there. That's why they have the music going and everything. We've got In Autumn. It's right around the corner. September, October, November. Depending on Mother Nature, it could start in August. You just never know. Okay. What is her name? What is her name? Black actress, singer. She was on Ugly Betty. She always came off as a hard ass, but she had a heart of gold. Shit, I cannot remember her name. I love her. I love her to death. She sang the song, the lyrics, sometimes the snow comes down in June. I don't know why I heard that in my head. God, what is her name? I love that woman. Within 6 months. June, July, August, September, October, November. One more shuffle. Whoa, whoa. This was in the last read. Next new moon is bottom of the deck. We had a few cards pop out here. What the okay. We got next new moon, next full moon. In autumn, within 6 months. We've got not likely and don't wait around. Okay, so here's what so this is what I'm getting. Sometime in autumn, so you're probably looking September, October, November, around the full moon or the new moon, in those months. It's not likely in October with the ghost, Halloween. It's not likely in October. Not likely. It doesn't necessarily mean that can't change. And in November, whenever that last full moon is, that's it. Don't wait around. That was a little specific. But that's what I got. Yeah. Because 6 months would be June, July, August, September, October, November. I mean, technically, you could be looking at December. But for some reason, I feel the need to add June, July, August, September. Within 6 months, I'm thinking the last 6 months. Like something is telling me the last 6 months. And that last full moon in November, whenever that is, it could be the beginning of the month, it could be the end of the month. I don't pay attention to the cycles, people. I'm sorry, I just don't. I love the moon, but I don't pay attention. After that full moon, do not wait around. That's it. It's done. You should never really wait around anyone. Like, keep living your life and doing what you're doing. But for some reason, if this person doesn't come back by then, it probably would have something to do with their death and their rebirth, their judgment, the justice, even though there's no justice card out here. They're probably just an issue with their rebirth, their healing process. If this read comes out again later, like a couple months from now, a couple weeks, a couple months from now, these cards could change and say, like if we get this read again, like in July or August, and it says, like within a year, then that something happened with their healing process. Maybe they backslid. Maybe it's just taking longer for them. I talked about this before on other reads. Like, I thought I was more or less healed from my situation last year. I mean, you guys know how I feel about healing. I don't need to keep repeating it. But I felt like I was more or less healed. And then this year came around and I was like, holy shit, I'm like, no. And it wasn't until probably like April-ish, like later April-ish, that I was like finally feeling like, okay, this is how I've come to terms with it. This is how I feel about it. And I feel like in a much better place with it, with the history, with the past. with that whole ex-friend situation. Am I always going to talk about it? I'm always going to talk about it because, like I said on my blog, sometimes evil is right next to you and you just don't let yourself see it. And it's so hard to say that when it involves friends and family because you love them, you know? You've probably loved them for a long time, but it's there. And I'm always going to talk about this story because to me, it's a cautionary tale. And it is heartbreaking and yet could be very insightful for somebody else that could be going through the same thing and not even realizing it. So I will always talk about my story, but I definitely feel like the last couple months I'm just in a much better place with it. Like I'm not as angry about it, if that makes any sense. Like now I'm kind of at the point like I would hope that at some point she would reach out for help and get some help and start to heal herself because I would want that for any human. And while I want that, I also know that I want her to do that over there, you know? Like, I can't be a part of that. I can't be a part of your life. Like, that's done and over with. But I hope you grow and change and figure your shit out. This person might just be lagging in their healing, and that's okay. Like, everybody does it on their own timeline. You got to remember that. You did it on your own timeline. I did it on my own timeline. It is what it is. We're all different. All right, guys. That is your read. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. Oh, Vanessa something. Vanessa something, right? Vanessa? What is her last name? I'm going to have to put it in the comments. I'm not even kidding. I'm putting it in the comments. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Do 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 do. It's been a long time since I've heard that song. A long time. Because I think that came out like early 90s, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope everybody has a good evening. Bye.